Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray. He must know something about what's going on around here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Come on, I don't want to be here all night.
Detective Carnby? Where did... What on earth is happening? What is this place?
Oh, that's right, we gotta listen to Miss Scribbles.
Surprised by her own reckless decision, Emily found herself breaking into Desetto. She mulled over how to present her story in case she got caught, but couldn't think of anything that sounded convincing. She wasn't much of a fast talker. Best to find a way to open the front door and let Detective Carnby inside so he can handle the situation. Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at Desetto was looking for him, but Emily wanted answers and demanded to speak to Dr. Gray, the man in charge. While waiting, a young girl offered to show Emily and Detective Carnby inside Jeremy's room. The perfect opportunity to look for clues regarding Jeremy's disappearance. Emily had never seen the French Quarter quite like this, dark and alien. The only possible refuge she could see from Jeremy's balcony was a bit of light coming from a corner store.
Gonna have to make sure to pay attention and not forget about her. Miss Scribbles. It's weird because like Emily found the picture down here last time. And that's new. Oh, bullets. Okay. We'll get the key to that later. Alright, let's get to the corner store. There should be another one to the left. Alright.
What was that thing?
Yeah, there's another one around the corner up there. I think her gun might be weaker than Carnby's. Nah, I don't think so. Quicker to reload, though. There we go.
She had killed the horrid thing. But what was it? And would there be more?
I can't go that way.
I'm gonna look around for supplies, and then I'm gonna cut to the shop unless something important happens. And then we'll pick up from there. Okay, that's a decent amount of enemies. There we go. That was rough. I'm out of bullets. Whoa!
Emily, is that you?
Baptiste?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Dorsetto. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Dorsetto?
Yeah, both me and Lotta stuck around. We're real orderlies now. You remember my sister Lotta, don't you?
What happened, Baptiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Because these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Dorsetto? I'm not safe here.
Truer words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
I'm sorry, Miss Emily. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. This place ain't safe for no one. There's evil hiding in the dark.
How do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Mm-hmm. Just like it. He says it's been protecting him ever since he got it from Miss Jackson down the street.
You know where it came from? Have you been there?
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
That dude almost killed me. Last time he just talked to me. Closed the door all nice like and said don't let him get inside, man. This time he just slammed me on the table, was ready to kill me.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Your sister. She also works at Dorsetto?
Yeah, she the one who got us jobs.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
Alright, let's go to the lady's house. Should be right down the street. I don't really have many throwables left, and he's strong. Man, I almost forgot that I have a melee weapon. Take that. Oh, I was ready for you this time. Alright. Let's continue on. She should be down here. I believe there's gonna be a couple people in here.
Emily couldn't understand where she was, but it felt like a waking dream. Baptiste, who she vaguely remembered from her past, claimed to work as an orderly at Dorsetto. He was also looking for Jeremy, and seemed to imply that he was chasing him through Jeremy's own mind. Maybe this wasn't Emily's dream, but Jeremy's, and she was trapped inside somehow. Baptiste suspected that Jeremy was in some control due to a talisman that he had been given by a Miss Jackson, a name Emily recalled to be one of the many voodoo witch doctors in the French Quarter. In hope to find a way back to Deseto, Emily set out to find Miss Jackson's place.
So it's like almost this, it's literally going through the same steps as Carnby went through. However, the character interactions are very different. It all seems like the narrations and just... Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Just gonna go over here and grab this. Yay. Oh, I missed. He didn't.
My weapon broke!
Hopefully we can find another one. This one, we're gonna launch at the other guy. Him. Take that! There's more where that came from, buddy. Oh yeah, I have bullets. I didn't realize that. I thought I was out. Man, it seems like I remember the storyline, but I forget everything I have at my disposal. That one got me. Alright, this is where we should get the talisman
Miss
from.
Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman. It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
An old talisman shaped over centuries. The engraving of numbers looks to be less than 100 years old, but the base could be from antiquity. Polished black sunstone in the middle has a glass finish. It occasionally gives the impression of hiding a picture within itself. Last time it was on the table. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we can put the talisman there. That door's locked.
I think it's meant to hold the talisman.
I wonder if 853.
I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes. What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Into the creepy door we go.
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about. You don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, well, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer. Are you ready to tell me why you are here, Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood. Because you are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually. Especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
In the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
What a dick. I don't like him anymore now. He took my drink. Rude. Where'd that talisman drop from, though?
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, I don't know what's happening.
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't understand.
Just take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
Astronomical
If a
clock in the
talisman
boiler.
like this can open up doors between the French Quarter and Derceto, then maybe Jeremy is hiding in some strange other world. Like Tarawea, the place he mentioned in the book. No matter where he is, it's clear that my search won't be limited to Derceto.
It's kind of weird seeing him be the skeptical one this time. And the fact that she, like, has knowledge of, like, that we are going to be venturing elsewhere while Carnby just kind of just got dropped into it.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Room key number 6.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
We've already gone through this book before.
Interesting. It's all the patient files except for Jeremy's.
We'll be able to open that later. Our first place we need to go is we'll check out the well. That's the clock upstairs. And it's crazy because in this story, everything goes down within like a couple of hours. Like, because at the end, one of the guys was like, oh, the hell was that? Oh, sorry, I gotta go around and put that back up. Because one of the guys mentions it, like, at the end, where he's like, oh, you've only been here for a couple hours. I'm like, what? So I have to find another way around.
What's that stain? Looks like some kind of rot.
Where? Oh, right there. There it is.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
So there's a piece in the well.
It's another one of those plates for the talisman. It's also broken and missing some pieces.
And I think there's another one in Cassandra's room. He said get the valve from the wine cellar.
I need the key.
I haven't got a key for that yet.
Despite making a fool of herself in front of Dr. Gray and Detective Carnby, Emily felt surprisingly invigorated. She felt absolutely sure that it was her manipulation of the talisman that had brought her back to Derceto. Jeremy mentioned 2 items in his commonplace book that somehow connected him to 2 more dreams, or whatever they should be called. If Jeremy had 2 more worlds open to him, then maybe he would hide there if he was scared. Or maybe he found a way to Tarawea, the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to visit. Excited to follow up on her clues, Emily set out to find the old clock and the boiler.
Okay, well, we can't get to the boiler yet because we need the puzzle pieces. Let's go check out the clock. I want to go get to the well, but I can't really get out there.
This must be the clock mentioned in the Commonplace book. This looks like the thing that held the talisman in the French Quarter, but it's broken and missing some pieces.
The good thing is that now that I kind of know the story, I can do things in order, because last time I didn't go to the well until later on in the game. And then also on top of that, there is the point where we went to a steamboat, and I'm not 100% sure what out of order thing I did there. So this time we can kind of like stay on track. So we'll go down the list in order. And the first objective is investigate what Perosi knows. And I believe Perosi's room is at the end over here.
What a strange but beautiful room.
Okay, there's the lock.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
Okay. Now I have to figure out this puzzle again.
There's some aggressive looking rot on these paintings.
Alright, I think I just solved it.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
You may need to remember how to get them out again. They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
So I wonder if she helped Jeremy find the new words that would help destroy the black goat.
Are these zodiac signs?
They are. I just gotta remember, like, what the code was. Argesh, Mosig, and Keith. Argesh is 2, Mosig is 9, Keith is 4. So 2, 9, 4. And then if we open up the journal, 2 is Pisces, 9 is Libra, and 4 is Taurus. So Pisces, Libra, Taurus.
Here we go.
It was not that easy the first time. Okay, what's next?
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They easily turned into numbers when needed, but also acted as signatures for the members, as there were only 12 of them.
All right, next is investigate the one in the kitchen garden. Let's go do that. Oh. I forgot that it does that every once in a while.